Hello everybody, it's Chris Smarter Games here with another pickup video today. Now I'm back again this week, just to give you a couple more games that I picked up in the week. Now there are some good games here, and ones that I've picked up at a really decent price, I must say. Now, despite the fact that the game and the Game Station stores are going into administration, none of these games are from Game. I mean, I did actually go to my local game store yesterday to see if there was any good games going about, but obviously there weren't, which was a bit disappointing. I mean, some of the stalls on the in the actual store were kind of blank, and they're not very many stuff on there, so you can obviously tell that they were going under administration. But I did pick up these games, one from CEX, no, sorry, two from CEX, one from Cash Converters. So there's one PlayStation 2 game which I've already played and I've already done a commentary video on it, and the two other PlayStation 3 games are actually pretty good. So so let's just get the PlayStation 2 game out of the way. You should all know what it is by now because I've already played it, and that's Capcom vs SNK 2. Well, the only problem, I mean, it's in good nick actually, except if you can see there's a little slash down the back of the box. But apart from that, looks really good, plays really good. This is another. I guess you could say this is another addition to my King of Fighters library, because it's got King of Fighters characters in it. Like I think there's Ben and Maru, there's Kyo, there's Iori Yagami, no K-Dash or Kula Diamond. Real disappointment there, but hey, it's an SNK game with Ryu and Ken from Street Fighter. So you know, just what the game lacks with certain characters, it makes up for others. So that's my theory anyway. Just push my fist forward a little bit more. The next two games, one from CEX, one from Cash Converters, both PlayStation 3 games, and ones that I think are really good because of the way they look and everything. Now the first one is Warhammer Space Marine. Now this game I was strongly into back then. I was strongly into it, but because of other titles, you know, I sort of had to buy them and then leave this one out because, you know, I didn't want to spend too much money on so many games. So I sort of waited for this one to go down to relatively about £7 or something like that. But obviously, I didn't get it for £7. Wishful thinking, but went into CEX, picked this one up for 10 quid, and played the first part of it, and it looks brilliant. There's a bit in it. Well, there's one part in the mission, I think it's one that's really early, where you get this jetpack, and it jumps you straight up into the air so high, and then you get this really cool ground attack. It's like you can go up like 50 or 40, however many feet you can go up, and then when there's like a group of enemies, you can just hit the button, and then it does this uber ground attack, and it just takes out almost everybody on the ground. It's just quite remarkable. This is very underrated. If you can get your hands on this, I'd give it a go. I'm not a whole fan of the Warhammer series. This game is based on the board game that the Games Workshop thing, you know, where they've got all the figurines and they play the games and they roll the dice and things like that. But I'm not into all that stuff. But I'm into the game, which is fantastic. And the other awesome thing about this is that there is a weapon in it called the Chainsword. It is just epic. It really. Basically the chainsword is like a sword that's got a chainsaw on it. It's very similar to the one to the saw rifle in Gears of War, but honestly, it is amazing game. And another good thing about the game is that the enemies, I don't know what they're called. I think it's no, it doesn't say what the names of the. Oh, sorry, orcs. That's it. The enemies in the game are called orcs, and they speak in a typical London British accent. And I think the post has just come through. If you can hear a little bit of rattling, that's the post, or maybe that's Pebble. Anyway, yeah, Pebble's my cat, by the way. Yeah, give this a go. Seriously, it is quite remarkable. Very underrated. Good stuff. Anyway, yeah, so, which now leads me on to the last game that I bought yesterday. Very mixed reviews about this game. I mean, I only just saw an IGN review of this, and they rated it down a little bit because of the way that it looks. And I actually think this is not bad. This is not a bad game to pick up because, you know, it's interesting. It's a 2009 game, but it looks great. I honestly think it looks great. But the fact of the matter is I haven't played it yet. All I've seen is YouTube stuff of it. But here it is. It is called Prototype. And, well, honestly, it actually looks fantastic. Basically, the way I see this on here, you are a character called Alex Mercer. That's the idea of this. You're Alex Mercer, who has no memory or anything about his life, and he needs to find out, you know, his past and his original, you know. And the good thing is, he can change into whatever the fuck he wants. This is what's so good about the game, is that you can change into anything you want. Whether it could be a guy with big claws, whether it's a guy with a big shit. That was really awesome, when you could sort of use your hands as like a fucking shield. It's quite amazing. The outline, like the outline, the graphical part, the city part of it, looks a bit crappy, but well, that's only because I just watched a review of the game. But it looks very interesting. It looks rather good. I mean, the good thing about this is that you could change into the form of other people. So you can change into different identities, which is interesting. And yeah, I'm going to give this a go. Maybe even do a gameplay commentary of this, because now I've got my PVR. Yeah, I might try and do a little commentary of this. Maybe not a let's play, but a commentary. Yeah, so Prototype, haven't played it yet, but apparently it's very awesome. There are mixed reviews about this in terms of the outline and the difficulty of how to do some moves. But gonna give this a go at some point. Anyway, so that is my gaming pickups for today. For this week anyway. I'm going to be going over to Watford today and see if I can pick up some interesting stuff, and if I do, next week I will be bringing you guys another pickups video. I'm going to be doing this every week now because, you know, most of the week it gives me a good opportunity to do some good pickups. So anyway, so I hope you enjoyed this video. Give me a like, comment and subscribe. And make sure you check out my home channel, Chris Marder 9. Follow me on Twitter, Chris Marder 9, and all that other good shit. Okay, yeah. So until the next video, I shall see you later. Hey do.